Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Teresa Lyons. Teresa, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it, and we think you're awesome. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day like Teresa, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Oh my god. So the day is finally here. Oh, my eyes are watering. The day is finally here. The power veto ceremony. But first, we need to talk about what was happening yesterday where we left off. So, Caitlyn decided to spill the beans a little bit early about her plan. She was talking to Haley by the pool, and she's telling her, you're not going up, so you don't have to worry about that. But, like, something else might happen. So Haley's telling her, I'm cool with it, whatever you do. I'm sure she's happy to hear it's not her. So Caitlyn's like, it's gonna be really effed up. She's gonna pull Haley, Rockstar, and Fessy aside like 30 seconds before the ceremony and tell them what's about to happen. So by process of elimination, by looking at who Caitlyn's gonna be talking to, Haley figures out she will be putting up Swaggy. So Caitlyn's like, yeah, he's been talking about me behind my back, saying that I'm a liability, saying that I'm a cannonball, and she can't have that. So Haley's like, you know what? I support that. You know, if you feel that way, you do it. Does she really, though? Haley is clearly playing the middle here, okay? And she's not going to be like, you suck to the current HOH before the power veto ceremony. So Caitlyn is like, yeah, at the same time, I'm still kind of nervous that Swaggy may have, like, the power app. So Haley says, I don't think so. And this is interesting. Haley says that Bailey and Swaggy were sitting in the room under the App Store when they were doing the whole App Store thing on Friday, and they heard Sam get the power this week. Nope. That is not possible. It's interesting, though, because she also said that Bailey and Swaggy had to, like, swear to production that they weren't going to tell anybody. Okay, so Caitlyn's like, that's BS because Sam got it last week. Oh my god, she's spilling everything. So she doesn't share what the power actually does, but she says that only her and Tyler know about it, besides Sam, obviously. So don't tell anybody. That's cute because, like, almost everybody knows about it now. Everybody on level 6 side knows about it, and now a few people from the other side know about it too. But Haley's like, wow, you and Tyler are super close now. Seems like you're closer to him than you are to me. And Caitlyn's like, no, it's totally different. You're my girlfriend, so we have a different bond than I do with Tyler. I don't know. I feel like Tyler's her number one, and she said it like 1,000 times. But Caitlyn says that this is a great opportunity for them to all start over again, because she feels like the line in the middle was drawn so early in the game. It was before people even got to know each other. So now she doesn't really like some of the people that she's working with. So she wants to kind of shuffle the deck. So she also says that she made a deal with the other side to protect her, obviously, Haley, Rockstar, and Fessy. What? I remember her asking for protection for Fessy. I mean, she may have also asked for protection for Haley and Rockstar, but that's a lot of people, right? That's like a lot of people. But Haley's like, okay, cool. I trust you. Okay. So then Haley was in the HOH bathroom with Bailey. And they were talking about what Caitlyn was going to do at this power veto ceremony. And oh my god, this is probably even worse than telling the truth. Haley told her that Angela would be going up as the replacement nominee. So she's like acting like she did not just find out this information. It's so sad because Bailey was so excited and she's like, wow, that's a huge game move. I'm gonna be so proud of Caitlyn for doing that. And she says, don't underestimate little Kate. Oh no, like seriously, don't underestimate her because she's about to do some crazy stuff. But Bailey promises not to tell anyone. So then Bailey goes and tells Swaggy, and she's like, yeah, Angela's going to go up on the block, so it's going to be Angela versus Winston. This is so cool that Caitlyn's following through on this, even after the issues that they had. So Swaggy's like, yeah, this is awesome. We just need to steer clear of Caitlyn and Tyler, make sure there's no drama there before this can happen. And then they're like, who's going to stay between Angela and Winston? They think that Angela would stay, and they see this as an opportunity to scoop her up and bring her over to their side. Okay, so meanwhile, Haley tells Rockstar the real plan. She's like, all right, before I tell you this, you cannot tell anybody. It's not going to change anything anyway, so just keep your mouth shut. So Rockstar's like, okay. So then Haley drops the bomb. Caitlyn's going to put up Swaggy. And Rockstar is freaking shook. She is shooketh. She's standing there like, she is shocked. So Haley's like, yeah, Caitlyn made this deal with the bros to keep us safe. And Rockstar's just like, Caitlyn is effing ridiculous. Why is she doing this? So then Tyler walks in, of all people, and disrupts this chat. And after he leaves, Haley's like, Tyler, yeah, he is the one that convinced Caitlyn to do this. And Rockstar's just like, Tyler's the worst. So then they pick up this chat again later in the pink bedroom. They decide they're going to keep acting like Angela's going up when they're talking to like Fessy, Bailey, and Rockstar. Or sorry, not Rockstar. She is Rockstar. Bailey and Swaggy. They're hoping maybe Caitlyn will even change her mind at the last minute and put Angela up as a replacement. Keep that hope alive. But again, Rockstar's saying Tyler's a snake in the grass. We need to get rid of him immediately. But you know what? Rockstar kept to her word. She was playing along when she was talking to the rest of Sacred Six. She's acting like Angela's going up on the block. And it was so cringy to watch because Fessy, Bailey, and Swaggy are just like, woo, this is amazing. Not only are we going to get rid of somebody from the other side, but they're going to be pissed at Caitlyn, so the target's going to be on her. This is wonderful. And it shows that Caitlyn is with us because she went after the other side. Yep. So then Rockstar, without saying what she knows is going to happen, keeps dropping like, I don't trust Tyler. He's got to go. We got to get rid of him. And Fessy and Swaggy, again, this is so hard to watch. Fessy and Swaggy are both like, no, we don't have to worry about Tyler for a while. He is close to Caitlyn. We're close to Caitlyn. So there's no point in going after him. Okay, so changing gears for a little bit. Sam and Tyler were talking about her power. At this point, Sam does not realize that all of level 6 knows that she has this power. As far as she's concerned, she knows about it, obviously. Tyler knows about it. Casey knows about it. And Caitlyn knows about it. I'm pretty sure that's, you know, those are the only people that she thinks know about it. And Tyler has not revealed that he got this week's power app. He hasn't told anybody, even Sam. So then Sam was telling him some more about her power because she was pretty vague about it last week. So she was letting him know if she does not use it in the first 3 weeks, it's going to automatically be used on the 4th evictee. So they got to figure out when they're going to use it, if they want to leave it until that 4th week or if they want to make some sort of play before that. So she also shares that there is some chance element to this twist. It's not a guarantee that that person is going to come back. So she doesn't know how that's going to be determined yet. We know that it's like this game that the person has to play during the live show. But she's suspecting maybe this person would have to come back as the robot. Can you imagine if that person had to play as a robot for the rest of the game? That'd be so crazy. But anyway, Caitlyn and Haley were in the HOH room. It was like 10 something at night now. So Haley's asking her, have you thought about every scenario? Are you sure this is what you want to do? And Haley's like, this may sound a little bit selfish, but she's also worried about her own game. She's not sure if this is good for her. She's worried that she's going to be left behind now because Caitlyn's got like this whole new setup going. And Caitlyn's like, look, I am doing this to get justice. I might not get another opportunity at this. I might not be HOH again. Why is she going to keep somebody who thinks that she's a liability in this game? She doesn't like that. So again, Caitlyn reminds her she secured safety for Haley, Rockstar, and Fessy, so she's going to be okay. And then Haley's like, all right, well, say this move happens, then what? What happens next? Who do we work with? So Caitlyn says that her ideal final 6 jumping the gun a little bit, would be the two of them, Rockstar, Fessy, Tyler, and Brett. What a crew. So Haley's like, I like that. So I don't think she actually likes it, but she's playing along with it for now. So later, oh my god, things got scandalous. Tyler and Caitlyn were in the HOH bed, and it's dark. And they're like being a little bit like flirty, weird. And Caitlyn is like, let's write messages on each other's arms. So we've seen her do this before. So she writes on Tyler's arm, I want to kiss you. And she also writes, I would drop everything for you. What the F? I feel so bad for her boyfriend who's at home watching this. What are you doing? We've already seen her being like ridiculous with Fessy. She's flirty with like, I thought she was like flirting with Brett for a while. Or maybe I'm thinking of Haley. I don't know. Everybody flirts with everybody. And now she's saying this to Tyler. And it's so ridiculous. And Tyler's just like, He says 1022, which I don't know if this is a real code or what, but for them at least it means standby. So he's telling her, I'm always looking out for your best interest, blah, blah, blah. Which sounds to me like, don't be doing this on the feeds because you're going to be in like a world of trouble after this. So I don't know if Tyler's like interested in her in that way now or what. It's kind of weird. But 15 minutes or so later, it looks like Caitlyn is making a move to touch Tyler's pee-pee. She's like reaching under the covers. And he picks up her hand and moves it away. He's kind of like laughing about it like, what is that? And then he asks her to try and read his mind. So she's like, yeah, just like tell me everything you want to say in your head and I'll see if I can pick up your aura. So they stare into each other's eyes. Again, the lights are off, so I don't know how this is even happening. But this was a lot. What is he saying? Can somebody read his mind right now, last night, and tell us? So eventually it's Tyler's turn to write something on Caitlyn's arm. And he starts writing, after we, and then Big Brother switches the cameras. Are you serious right now? What the frig? Okay, moving on. I know it's a lot to take in, but we have a lot of other things to discuss. So this morning, Rachel was up super early working out. We have not seen any of her crap ass punishment on the feeds, but it has been happening. There was even one that happened last night while everyone was asleep. I guess he like came in and was like, bah! So it's kind of like a punishment for everybody. But yeah, in real time, her punishment is now over. I guess it ended like a little bit after noon. Okay, so this morning, everybody was anxious or excited for the power veto ceremony. Because I mean, like, even Swaggy and Bailey and Fessy are all excited because they think that Angela's going up on the block. Little do they know. Yeah, so then Haley and Rockstar were chatting on the hammock. They're freaking out because they know what's going to happen. They're obviously not happy with Caitlyn's plan. So Haley is saying, well, Caitlyn was telling me she wants the sides to be less solidified and like people to be able to realign and whatnot. And she says that Caitlyn wasn't happy with how Swaggy started everything so early in the game, really drew that line early on. And Rockstar's like, he didn't start everything so early. He was just black. What? Okay, that's a big statement. Rockstar is basically accusing Caitlyn of putting Swaggy up because he's black. I don't think that's why, but I will just leave that there. That's a lot. So Rockstar feels like the bros were the ones who initiated the division so early in the season. Honestly, I don't know, because we don't get to see that first week of feeds, and by the time the feeds came on, everybody was pretty much already off to their sides, you know? So it's hard to say what really happened there, but wow. Okay, so then Haley was like, yeah, Caitlyn wants us to work with the bros moving forward, and they both hate that. They think it's whack, and they don't want to do it. All right. I mean, that's fair. Fine. Whatever. So then it's time for the power veto ceremony, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Tyler used the POV on Scotty, and as planned, Caitlyn put up Swaggy. So it's Swaggy versus Winston, and you need 7 votes to stay this week because there's 12 people voting. My mouth is so dry. I'm so freaked out. Okay, so after the ceremony, freaking Caitlyn is crying up in the HOH room. Come on. You did this. So now she did this, and she's going to go and play victim. So Tyler, Haley, JC, and Brett are all up there with her being like, you did the right thing. He was talking about you, blah, blah, blah. But you know that Haley's going to go downstairs and be like, I can't freaking believe her, blah, blah, blah. So she's, you know, playing both sides. But more importantly, let's talk about Swaggy and Bailey here. They are handling this so amazingly. I'm so impressed with them. Everybody thought they were going to be like, myself included, thought they were going to be like, I'm freaking out about it. But no, they are handling this calmly. So I got to give them major props for that. I don't know if they're totally going to be able to keep this up all week. I feel like there's going to be explosions. But you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was other people freaking out. So Swaggy was talking to Fessy and Scotty, and Fessy's like, I don't even want to talk to Caitlyn right now. What happened to standing by her no matter what? But then Bailey came in, and she got some one-on-one time with Swaggy. And apparently she had just come from the HOH room. I don't think this conversation was on feeds. I feel like it came back, like the feeds came back right after this. But she was telling Swaggy about what had just happened. She was trying to ask Caitlyn what was going on up in the HOH room. And Caitlyn was like, I can't even look at faces right now. I'm so upset. So she said that she would rather make a big move and possibly go out week 3 than have America see her get bullied. Okay, no one has been bullied this season, so let's cool it with that. But Swaggy's like, you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm just going to try and figure out my votes. He feels good about 5 right now. He feels like he's got Bailey, obviously, Fessy, Haley, Rockstar, and Scotty. So if that is the case, he needs 2 more. So he's like, maybe I can work on JC, work on Rachel, maybe try to make a case to Sam, see if we could, you know, relate on a personal level, and just tell them, like, I'm going to be targeting Caitlyn and Tyler, and they need to be broken up. So then, he's talking to Scotty and Fessy again, and they're just trying to figure out what the hell happened here, because they thought Angela was going to be going up on the block. So Fessy shares that Caitlyn approached himself, Haley, and Rockstar before the ceremony, apologized for what she was going to do. Fessy does not realize that Haley and Rockstar knew about this before. So then Haley and Fessy were chatting in the lounge room, and she freaking lies to him. She's acting like she just found out right before the ceremony, just like him. But no. So then Haley is like, I'm worried that we're not going to be able to get the numbers this week to keep Swaggy, because she was just talking to JC, and he was saying how he was going to stick with the majority, and he didn't want to be on the wrong side of the vote. And she doesn't want to be on the wrong side either, honestly. You know, it's not a good look, especially this early in the game. So Haley is kind of sticking up for Caitlyn here. She's like, you know what? Swaggy was saying those things about Caitlyn, and you should not be talking about an ally like that, especially to people outside of your group. You know, he was saying these things to Tyler, for crying out loud. So she's like, you know what, Caitlyn, I can't really blame her for doing that. So then she's telling Fessy, you need to stay cool, hang out by yourself this week, not with Swaggy or Caitlyn, because you don't want people to start putting a target on you. So Fessy's like, I just feel like a freaking idiot right now, because he's been kissing Caitlyn's ass all week, right? He's giving her those extra massages, whispering under the covers, and she didn't tell him what she was going to do until right before. So Haley keeps reiterating, you need to stay calm. We still have a few days to figure this out. Maybe we can get the votes and make this work. So then Bailey was talking to Caitlyn in the HOH room, and Caitlyn's explaining to her, like, I felt like I had to do this. I was hearing all these things that Swaggy was saying about me, and she didn't like that Swaggy said that he runs the group. She says that really, like, triggered something in her from her past. Trigger warning. And she didn't like it. So she said that she had to listen to her Tyler. Just kidding. She said she had to listen to her intuition. So Bailey's like, yeah, I get it. I understand. But at the same time, I was a little bit surprised that it was happening this early. So then Bailey starts crying. She says that she only has Swaggy in this house, and Caitlin's got all these other people, and Caitlin's like, no, I don't. You know, I have to risk losing all my friends to make this move. So Bailey says it just really stings because she's talked to Swaggy so many times about not snapping at people and controlling his emotions, and it still wasn't enough, and she doesn't know what she's gonna do without him if he goes. So Caitlin's like, well, this is perfect because this, she's hoping, will change the trajectory of the game. Again, she's saying the line was drawn too early, and she's hoping that people will be able to kind of like work with people that were not necessarily on their side before because they didn't get a chance to know them. I'm sure that's not what Bailey wants to hear at this point. But Bailey's saying, like, I want you to talk to Swaggy, and Caitlin says she will whenever he's ready. So I'm sure that's going to be an interesting conversation. But we're going to pick it up there tomorrow. Oh my god! I feel like the next few days are going to be so crazy. Like, right before we were filming this, I saw that Rockstar and Caitlin were kind of getting into it. So we're going to be talking about all that and more tomorrow. We've got 3 days left until the eviction, so let me know what you think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.